Hey everyone, Alana here from Big Rock Labradoodles. It's come to my attention lately that a lot of people don't understand the difference between positive reinforcement training and negative reinforcement training. Negative reinforcement training is um, where they correct the behavior that they don't want to see in the dog. So that's using choke collars, martingale collars, making severe corrections to the dog's behavior to try to tweak out the behavior that they want to see. This kind of training might work in the short term, but it's going to come back to haunt you in the long term. This type of training will ruin the best of dogs. You can take a dog with the most brilliant temperament, therapy temperament, the sweetest, most lovely, calm, wonderful dog, placid dog, and turn him into an aggressive beast using this type of training. And it's not something you're going to see right away. And because you're not a canine behaviorist, and let me just clarify, neither am I, you might not necessarily see the behavior and understand the behavior that you're seeing, and certainly not understand that it came about by doing negative reinforcement training in your dog. But, basically, I mean, imagine if it was your child and every time they spilt milk on the floor, they got yelled at, maybe swatted, sent to their room. I mean, it's you would never do that. You would just go, "Oh, that's okay. Let's just clean that up and move on." I mean, unless you're having a really bad day, you might do a little yelling and screaming, and we all understand that. But just if every time the child spilt the milk, that was the reaction, they would be terrified to ever spill the milk again. And eventually, they would come to hate you because every time they make a mistake, they're getting a correction. And usually it's an over the top correction for the situation, which is what choke collars are and martingale collars are. It's an overcorrection for the situation. It's harsh, it's punishment. So eventually the dog is going to come to hate you and look at you as the enemy. And hopefully you never die at home because the dog is going to eat you. And he may not wait till you're gone. I'm joking, but it is that kind of thing that people in the industry see. We see this happen all the time with negative reinforcement training. So positive reinforcement training, which is what we always recommend, is when the behavior you want to see gets rewarded. And basically, you just ignore the behavior that you don't want to see and keep rewarding the behavior that you do want to see. A great relationship for you and your dog is a bond-based relationship. So that's when I say to you guys, when you first take your new puppy home, don't be working on sit and stay and lay down and all of these things in the first week that he's home. Work on bonding. Work on letting him know that you love him no matter what. Hand feeding is a great bond-based thing to do when you first bring home a puppy, instead of the opposite, which would be make him sit the first day he's home in order to get his food. He shouldn't have to work for his food. You don't have to work for your food. Well, you do. You have to cook the food. But you know what I mean? Like, you don't have to put on a song and dance in order to have your dinner. And so the dog shouldn't have to either. That's his meal, and he should just get that meal. Of course, we don't want dogs jumping all over us when we're trying to put the food on the floor. But, those are two different things. So, especially in that first week anyways, it's about just growing your relationship with that puppy or that new dog you've just adopted, letting him know that he's safe and he's going to be fed and he doesn't have to work for it. And you're just building a relationship about love. A bond-based relationship is where you see dogs that want to please you. They want to do what you want them to do. They want to make you happy because they love you, because you have this great bonded relationship. So I hope this helps to explain the difference between negative reinforcement training and positive. And let me know if you have any further questions. And just as a final thing to say, Cesar Millan is not someone you should be looking to for your dog training. This guy is a baboon, for lack of a better word. He's absolutely knows nothing about how to have a great dog. So anyways, let me know if you have any further questions. Make sure you subscribe so that you never miss any great videos that we put out. Usually it's not me that you're looking at. Usually it's some cute puppies. So hit that subscribe button and we'll see you next time. Bye.